Welcome back to the Alone Together podcast where the loners are never alone. I'm Journey.
I'm Layla.
And today, well, I'm gonna let you do a little intro announcements, but we're gonna have a little fun episode today and interview each other, ask each other like thought-provoking but also funny questions and yeah, just have fun with it today.
Yes, so we have some announcements. We are going to be taking a short break from filming this summer because I'm going to be in Italy all summer.
She ain't even
And yeah, and then we're also going to be transforming the podcast into something bigger. We have a big surprise when we come back in the fall. So be on the lookout. We'll still be posting stuff on our Instagram for motivation, inspiration, but yeah, we won't be posting any podcasts this summer because we're working on something bigger. So we wanted to leave you guys on a happy note with some chill, good vibes. And me and Journey wrote these questions to ask each other, but I have some good questions, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I just thought of some questions while you was talking that I'm gonna ask, but they're kind of funny. They not like no. Yeah, I'm gonna save it for last. But you want to go first?
Yeah, let's just start with the check-in. Like, how do you feel today?
Um, Today I'm feeling very much so alive today because this morning I wasn't feeling too alive. But yeah, going out last night was just a burnt mission. Like, we tried to hit this function, try to hit another function. The universe was just like,
No,
stay home.
sit down. That's what the universe
Stay
said.
home. And
Sit down.
yeah, literally sit down. But today I'm feeling good. Like I had therapy this morning, so that kind of always gets me in a good mood because I always have some type of like revelation in there
hmm
and did. So, yeah, how about you?
Um, I had a great day actually. I went to this little art festival at the Botanical Gardens. It was really nice. I met some cool people, so I'm feeling good.
You feeling
Tired.
good today?
Um, my question for you is who
You
are
just asked me
you
some. Oh,
uninterrupted? It was just a check-in. Who are you uninterrupted?
explain that a little more.
Like
That's a good question, though.
not interrupted by anything, like anything going around outside. If you could just completely be yourself at all times and like not
A
have to worry about
goofball.
anything.
Honestly, a goofball. If I was myself completely uninterrupted all the time, not worried about nothing around me, like honestly, I would be really just floating around doing my thing. I already do that, but like I feel like I would low key be like talking to myself more in person. Like I be talking to myself. Obviously, everybody do, but sometimes I feel like it's more than usual, and I feel like I would just do it and not care. I definitely have my moments when like I catch myself laughing at myself, and I don't have like no phone in my hand, so I know people be like, what is she laughing at? Because it happens all the time. Like I'll think about something you said that was jokes and start dying laughing to myself, and I'm like, nah, they think I'm crazy for sure, but I don't care. But yeah, I
I
would
caught
just
her talking to herself the other day. I interrupted. That was an interruption.
yeah, I would be my own best friend completely, I think. Like I don't mind being alone and I really realized that recently. Like I really enjoy being by myself. So yeah, I think I would just be solo dolo all the time. How about you? I want to know what your answer is.
Mm. I don't know. I'm pretty
Dave Chappelle.
uninterrupted, but I would definitely be like even worse. I feel like if I could be me uninterrupted, I would literally just wake up every day and do some random things and be spontaneous and
You
just
are
make people
spontaneous.
laugh and not worry about anything like
Yeah,
a
exactly.
life, a career.
Same. I would just be floating.
Interrupted is me homeless. Honestly, that's
That's how
the
I
real
feel.
me.
Like I would just be floating. Like I would need some money somehow, but if I didn't have to even worry about that, I'd be on somebody's island just
Chilling,
vibes on some
laughing.
Forrest Gump running across the island type.
Something
like
like that.
just floating. But okay, my first question for you is, what are you hoping to get out of your little semester abroad this summer?
Oh, this is a great one. So, actually, we went to a yoga retreat at Tree Coop yesterday. It was really good. We always talk about Tree Coop. If you don't know about them, go follow them. Go
If
take
you
a
in LA, you
class.
must go.
You have to go. But she asked us to journal like our manifestations, and one of my manifestations, and one thing I'm really hoping to get out of it, is really learning Italian. And like I wrote down that I want to be able to form a deep connection with someone not in my native tongue.
I like that.
Cause I don't know, I've just been thinking lately, hello, like language. If you know different languages and you could really like deeply talk to people in their language, you can meet
Yeah,
so many different people and have
yeah,
like a completely different perspective. Cause we
yeah.
like get to talk to people like that maybe come from a different country, but I feel like it's still very Americanized. Like if
Yeah.
they're speaking English there,
Mhm.
but like being able to maybe speak like an indigenous language and communicate with them would be
Mhm.
amazing. And I think I'm gonna like always learn different languages. So that's my biggest goal this summer.
That's facts. My Spanish teacher for this summer, she knows like 6 different languages, and I was just
Mm,
like, "Dang, she can really communicate with so many people." Like
exactly.
when I was in Bali, I was thinking that too because damn near everyone there spoke English because they have so many tourists. But I was just like, man, to talk to them, like I was only able to learn about their country because he spoke such good English. But if
Hmm.
he didn't, it's like, dang, I would not have known anything, you know?
Hmm.
And that's crazy when you really think about it. Like, language is a huge barrier for real.
I know, and it's crazy when you think about it. Like as far as love, like romantic relationships, I'm like I could be falling in love with hella people if I knew their language. I'm trying
Bye.
to open my dating pool, get some options in here. I can't deal with an American.
I need a foreign.
Yeah. I'm about to learn Arabic and find a Habibi.
Bye. Your turn.
What do you consider home? It could be a person, place, thing, feeling, anything.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing. You're
That's real life.
stupid. Okay, my home, myself.
Good answer. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, I just
Give me more.
I just feel like not to be all like but just like my home, like city home, like of course that's my home. That's where I lived like my whole life up until college, but I also just feel like sometimes that's not the place I want to be my home. Like that's not I don't look at that place and like always feel like safe. Therefore, I feel like my home is myself because I feel safest when I'm by myself. I feel safest when I'm like in my room because it's like my sanctuary. I really like crafted that space
Hmm.
to be like very personal to me and like very calming. And
Hmm.
I love my room, like just being in there with myself, being I just feel like anytime I want to go back to something, it's like internal.
Hmm.
And like anytime I'm feeling like I have nobody, it's just me and God. So
And me.
yeah, so I and you. Oh. But yeah, I just feel like, when I be having my little like periods of like sadness, loneliness, it's always me that I come back to. It's never me like I need to go somewhere, I need to go home. Like
Hmm.
it's me. And I do have my moments where I'm like, I just need to go back home and that's to my city. But then I'd be tired of it after 48 hours. So I'm
Yeah.
like, really, it's just myself and wherever I like feel safe. And that could be
Yeah.
like on a hike for real. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say myself.
Yeah. I think it's really cool when people like are really connected with where they're from, but I don't feel that at all either. I just feel like I
It'll
don't know, you
come
make your
maybe,
home
but
around the world.
exactly. And
So,
I just feel like as you meet people, like new things become your home. Like right
mhm.
now, if you want to be like labeled home as a city, I'm gonna say it's LA because
Mhm.
I like being here for the most of the part and y'all here. And it's just, I don't know, I could do anything that I want to do here. Like if I want to go on a
Anything.
hike, if I want to eat a specific meal, I can
The
get it
beach.
here. The beach.
I mean, it's a good vibe.
It's a good vibe here.
It's a
Like
lot. It has a lot to offer.
there's a lot I could drive to. Dago. I could drive to NorCal. Like, I'm just right
Yesterday,
here.
I was like, or a couple days ago, I was gonna just go sit in a parking lot to just chill with myself. And then I was like, I literally live like 15 minutes from the beach. And I just drove to the beach. I was like, what am I
See,
doing?
that's what I be doing too. Like, exactly that. When I be bored going driving around the city, driving around downtown, I'll drive to the beach every now and again. Yeah, being by myself, I feel comfort the most there. But okay, I'm gonna ask. Yeah, what has been the most recurring theme for you in the last 6 months of the first 6 months of 20? What year is it? 2023. Dang, we already
Mm,
halfway. That's crazy.
the recurring theme is really purpose.
Hmm.
Um, I just feel like anytime I start to get like down or I would say I've created a space now in what I do where like anytime I'm feeling discouraged or like feel like I'm steering off the path of my purpose, I'm always reminded of it. Like I just have so many amazing people with so much wisdom that I hear from. I get to hear from like in my classes or in my internship or going to events for my internship, and it's like I'm constantly reminded of like this is what you're supposed to be doing and this is your
Man,
purpose. And
same.
um, yeah, even like random people I meet will be saying things that just perfectly align with like my path. So that's the reoccurring theme. And I think the next theme hopefully is like putting it into practice.
I feel that heavy, heavy
Mhm.
on it. Same for real, twin. I feel the same exact way. I feel like,
It
man,
has been happening a lot for us. Like it's
like
crazy.
just the way things have been aligning for us, and like
Crazy.
the way
I love it.
opportunities have been coming
That just gave
up.
me a little tingle. Like
It's amazing,
it's
and I
really
just feel like
nice.
I don't know. It
It's
really started
working.
happening when we both started to really like tap in
And
to self
release.
and release. Like
The release was needed.
the release was mad needed, mad
Bad.
needed. It was this time like last year that we had our major release moment and
But there were
came
still things we were
and thought
holding
of the
on to.
pod. Yeah,
And I just feel like now it's just a whole different era, and I can't wait for y'all to see it when we come into this new era.
man, because this happening. I feel like now that I'm halfway through with college, it's like, man, this shit is real.
It's getting
It's getting
real.
really real. I got to really start like working. I feel like on myself and like really
Yeah.
start to like get after
That's
it.
what I love about working on yourself, though, is that like you work internally, but then stuff starts happening for you in life.
Come on, talk about it. That's what I feel like has been happening to us, like, especially since I started going to Tree Coop. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, going there and like seeing that there's a community of people just like me
Mm-hmm.
in this big, crazy city, like, I don't know, that gave me motivation like no other. Like, seeing their business thrive made me feel like what I want to do will thrive too, and it can.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like once I had that realization, it was like, yeah, like I'm gonna be all right. Like,
Yeah.
life is gonna work out.
I've been just seeing so many amazing nonprofits, and it's like really cool because I know we both want to create spaces like community spaces, but there's so many already, and it's tailored towards every type of person. So that's just amazing.
Facts.
Okay, I kind of already know the answer to this, but maybe you'll give a different answer. What was your dream as a child? Either like dream career or just like your biggest dream?
It changed a lot, but the first thing that came to mind, two things came to mind. One, the first thing that came to mind was that I wanted to be in the jungle and be a jungle
Yeah.
warrior. I loved to go outside in my backyard as a kid and like just I would like make mud out of this like dirt patch that we had and just walk in the mud. Like I love the sensation of mud and like I would like wash my clothes in our pool because I thought it was like the river. I wanted to like really be indigenous type. Like I always grew a garden every spring break. I loved like just being self sufficient. And I was like, the only people who do that are people who live in the wild. Like, I could do it. I just have to get over my bug fear, but I could do it. Then the second thing that came to mind was I really wanted to be like Beyonce for a long time. Like I wanted to be like
Same.
famous and like rich and just like singing, and I had that little pop star dream for a while. I can't even lie. I loved to dance as a kid. I don't that much anymore, but I danced for like almost all my life up until middle school. I loved dance, but yeah, I just wanted to be free. That's what I wanted as a kid, to have no worries.
Kids are the most free
Mhm.
because they don't care. They'll wake up the next day and be bad again.
For real. I was always in my head as a kid imagining things.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Only
Yeah.
child things. Okay. Okay, this I really, yeah. My question is, how do you feel about like wanting to be a more activist nonprofit lawyer versus like a corporate, like all about the money lawyer? Because I feel like a lot of times people want to be lawyers because they know it's like guaranteed money,
Mm-hmm.
but you want to go like the nonprofit, like good lawyer route. And I just wonder like how you feel about that. And do you ever be feeling like, damn, I'm not gonna make no money?
I don't be feeling like that. I mean, like, obviously, money is a big thing. And, like, my mentors that are lawyers always tell me, like, just don't drink the juice, basically, because they're going to try to give it to you. And I feel like I don't worry about that much now because I know it's going to be a big thing when I'm in law school. Like, I just know it's going to be a point in time when I'm in law school where it's going to be like, okay, you can make this much money to do this job. And it's going to be a large amount, but I'll have to like go the other route and it'll be more worth it in the end. But I don't know. I just feel like being a lawyer is so much work. So doing that amount of work for someone else's company and for someone else, and like it's not even really making a difference or anything. Even if I get a lot of money, I wouldn't be happy. So I don't know. To me, it's like keeping my word with myself.
Mm.
And at one of my events I threw, or not I threw, but like my team threw, we did like a body mapping. And one
Mm.
thing they told us to write in our body was like a commitment you make to yourself. And my commitment to myself was like, I'm not gonna go into the capitalistic side of things because
Mhm.
I truly believe like even if I make less money, if my job is fulfilling me,
Mhm.
then I'm gonna be way happier.
Mhm. Of course. Of course. That's valid. Period. And I just feel like if it aligns with your purpose, then how could you not be fruitful from it? Like I
Mm-hmm.
heavy believe like if you do all the work to do something that you're passionate about, how could it fail?
Mm-hmm.
Like how could it fail if you're putting in all the work? Like, you know?
Yeah. And another thing I've just thought about is like it's fruitful in other ways. Like just the people I meet in the prison education program is so like you just meet so many cool people that are doing amazing things and they all want to collaborate and like spiritual healers. We get to meet those people in our classes and like it's just so many different people. So that's fruitful to me because I'm a social person and meeting people like that, like I don't know, that's what makes me feel full. So even though it's not maybe fruitful in the money aspect, it's definitely fruitful in a lot of ways.
Facts. Facts. You just reminded me that I need to do my application for that.
Mm-hmm.
Twin.
Twin, okay, this is like a kind of goofy one, but what's your least favorite sign and why?
Off rip. Aries. But like Aries men. Aries women be cool. Like I have not to get all astrological,
Astrological.
astrological, not to get all astrological on here, but yeah, my moon is in Aries, so I be messing with Aries women like tough. I have a lot of Aries friends, but the men just, oh my god, like I will say it to y'all face, you terrible. And it's because as a water sign, I'm very emotional and reserved. And I'm also an introvert. So typically, like the Aries people be very extroverted and like, they fire signs. They fiery. Like they got a very outward personality. They normally very social. It's just a direct opposite of me. And like when it comes to men, like the mix of like the man ego with the Aries personality is too damn much for me. And Yeah, I think they gonna have to be my least favorite. Maybe Sagman.
Mm.
Another fire sign. I don't like the fires. I'm sorry.
I heard you on the Sag.
Yeah. Sagmen are crazy. But y'all fun though. Y'all really fun. Y'all cool people, but you
I
crazy.
wouldn't say all that, but you are not him.
That's a funny question. Yeah. I love everybody though.
Yep.
I try to like not judge people. Like I always ask people because it's like funny to me to be like, oh, that's why you and
Yeah.
that's oh that makes sense. But I never like let it
Okay.
determine how I think about them. But
Yeah.
I know there's just like some things I'm like, that's why.
And if you already like know someone and then you find out, you'd be like,
Literally.
oh,
That explains so much.
makes
Literally.
sense.
And especially with guys, like I know they'd be like, ugh, not this question, not you, one of them girls. But it helps me. Like I know which men I vibe with. I know which signs I vibe with and which ones I'm not gonna
And it
vibe with.
works every
Every
time. Like if
time.
you vibe with a sign, I'm sorry, like that's the sign for you.
Yes,
Like I
like I
like
know. I know which ones I like. And if you that, cool. If you not, I'm definitely about to pull back a little bit. I'm sorry to say it, but I just know what's gonna happen. I know the traits in you that I'm not gonna like. Period.
And it always be the same in a different format.
Literally. I hate to be that girl, but that stuff is real. I don't care.
It's real.
I don't care.
At least we're the best sign though.
They be hating on us, but honestly,
We're
I just feel
literally
like we
everyone's
really the
favorite.
best.
Everyone loves Scorpios, honestly. I never met
I
someone
don't,
that's like, I hate Scorpios, except a man that had a Scorpio ex. But that's on
but
him.
that's why, because
That's on him.
yeah, and I
We're
don't
not the
know. I just
problem.
think we different. Like
Yeah.
Scorpio's just
We
different. I
just
don't
give
know,
something
bro.
that
We have a different
people want
energy.
to
Period.
know
They're always
about a
Scorpios
Scorpio.
are always like the mysterious ones, and I like that
I
about
saw
me.
this thing and it was like, you can be mysterious and still overshare because people will be like, why would she ever say that? And I'm like, that's me.
That is you.
But still mysterious, but like, just because it's like, why would she say that? What's wrong with her?
You like a very social Scorpio.
I am. I'm one of the most social Scorpios I know.
Yeah, me too. Literally.
I thrive in social settings
You
though.
do. You really do.
Like it's insane sometimes. I'm like, I know so many people.
You really do. And that's why I feel like we just yin and yang, like for real, because I don't thrive in social
She don't.
settings. I literally hate it most of the
Sometimes when we be
time.
in social settings, I be looking at you like, this why everyone thinks she don't like nobody. She be there like,
No, because yesterday at the retreat, bro,
I be trying to be all kumbaya and then Journey's in the corner.
I literally was in the corner on my mat, like chilling, and I seen you starting to talk to people. I was like, see, I'm not trying to be a leech, but like, she really helped me to socialize because I would never talk to nobody. As many times as I've been at that studio in the last 6 months, they didn't know my name. And I know all the teachers' names, but they didn't know my name. And I was like, girl, I be in your class like 2 to 3 times a week. But that's just because I don't talk. I just go in and I get out. But I just gotta get out my shell for real
I
because
just love
gotta
talking to people.
network.
Like, I don't
It
know.
is
It be the
fun.
little combos. Like, I was walking to my car and there's like this cute old black lady. She was smiling at me. I was smiling at her. And she was just like, what did your shirt say? And it said meant to be. And I was like, oh, this is so cute.
That's
I just
cute.
love talking to, especially like
That's the
old
thing.
black
Like,
people. They're
I
just
love
so
to
cute.
talk to people. I love to get to know people, but I hate initiating it. I don't think I can. Like, it's so hard for me to like start a conversation. I physically can't do it. But once you do start it, I will talk for real. But
I'm good at starting or just hopping in someone's convo and then they be
that you
wanting to
are.
talk. Yep. I was doing that today, but then they be talking to me for hella long. I'm like, they like it.
You're funny. You're charismatic. Is that the word?
I would describe myself as that. No, I'm just kidding.
You are that. You are that for sure. Is it my turn to ask?
Yeah.
Okay. We was talking about this in the car earlier, so I just had to ask. But we were saying like the quote, like love isn't enough, and it just ain't. And I just want to know, like, is that true or false? What you think? Else, what else goes into a relationship for you?
Well,
That kind of leads me to my
Let's
next question.
open this with I don't have a relationship.
Well, nah,
and that's because love is not enough. Like, I don't know.
Oh God.
Because I don't know, like, okay, I went through a phase where I was like hella hard body, and I'd be like, I don't love, like, it's gonna take a lot for me to love someone. But now I'm in a phase where I'm like, I love all of y'all. Like, I really do. Like, we
Love
met
the
yesterday,
girl
but I
team.
love you. But also, like, it's not enough. Like, yes, I love you, but that doesn't mean I want to be with you. Like, I love 5 people, but no.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. But
you're
no.
not.
But no. 5 is excessive. But no, love is not enough because in a relationship, I don't think it's even about love truly. Like, I think it's
Yeah.
really more about respect. Like, you could love someone and just it could make you feel horrible to be around them.
On God.
Like, and we see that with our family. Like, we love some of our
Man.
family, but sometimes it makes us sick to even be around them.
Man.
So
Man.
even I think more than anything, I want someone that respects me, that I can trust, that has the same
Heavy
amount of
on it.
loyalty as me. But I also have been like thinking a lot about loyalty lately because I'm like, is it toxic of me to expect someone to only love me? Is that toxic?
That's deep.
Because I mean, if you
I don't
really
think it's
love
toxic.
someone,
It might
though,
be a little selfish.
yeah, because if you really love someone, like, you want them to experience life, and it's just not realistic that you can't fall in love with people at all points in life. So what is loyalty? And I don't care. I still want them to be obsessed with just me, but
Being,
that's might be toxic.
you know, see, that's a Scorpio thing. People say the obsession is like their toxic trait, but I don't, that's just me. I appreciate when a guy be a little obsessed with me. I like not obsessed, but like, you know what I'm trying to say.
I
Like,
know.
all about me. That's if you
Exactly.
with me, that
How could you ever?
why who else? But that could be toxic of me.
I think it is toxic, but then it's like,
But it's like,
where's the balance?
and if you don't give it to me and it's just not who you are, then I'm not gonna trip. Like,
Yeah,
if you're not an obsessive person, like,
you should you can
cool,
just
just
get
you
lost.
just better be all about me. Like, you just better be loyal.
Oh, we were on a different page. I said you can get lost.
But honestly, my therapist really been heavy on the like, if they don't satisfy what you need, then it's just not it. Like, you can find somebody who does. Because I feel like I'm always trying to like with my last relationship, like
Make
I'm
it
always
work.
trying to I'm always trying to make it work. I'm always trying to find the good things that I do like. But it's like when the main things aren't being met, it's just not gonna work. Like,
And that's why love can really make you like, it could blind you. Like, you want to be with
yes,
someone because you love
so
them so
bad.
bad that like you'll allow stuff that is like,
Literally.
we shouldn't even be together.
Literally.
Type.
Literally. And it's just like you want it to work so bad, but love just ain't enough. Like, they gotta mark the boxes. Like, and everybody can find somebody who does. Not
Yeah.
everybody's perfect, but everybody has somebody out there who satisfies what they need. I truly feel. And it's like, especially at our age, it's like, you know what, if this didn't work, like, I love you, I gotta learn to love you a different way. And it's just not together. Like, some things just be like crappy like that. I don't know. Like, it just sucks, you know, like we just not meant to be right now. And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the future gonna hold, but like in this very moment, you aren't the person that I need. And we all gotta grow and like develop. And that's why it just be crazy to me. People be like getting married and stuff at our age. Like, bro, you about to be a whole nother person in 5 years, 10 years. What? You don't even know them like that. You don't even know what
You
don't even know them like that. Like, they don't even know themselves. So how you gonna know them?
Facts.
And earlier, like with my therapist, we were just kind of saying like just being emotionally available and like unavailable and like certain different people, you know, just how they grew up. And it's like at some point you gotta grow up and be like, I need somebody who like is in tune with their emotions. And
Oh
like,
yeah, that's the
you
bottom
know,
line. I feel like, but
for
luckily,
real. But
I've
that'd
been
be
meeting a lot of
hard.
I've
That'd
been
be
meeting a lot
rare.
of spiritual like men lately. But
Period.
I just feel like
Where they at?
in my phone. but
my phone. Shut up. Like, slide them digits in. I'm playing. I don't want
Yeah,
your
get your
man.
own.
I don't
But
want none.
anyways, I feel like being a spiritual relationship is just different. So Andre 3000 and Erica Badu, they had this quote and they were like talking about their love, and she was saying like we could be anything in any timeline to each other. Our relationship can shift in any form. Like we could be mom and son in the next lifetime, but we're just that connected. Like that's why it doesn't matter that we're not like married or we're not together right now. Our relationship is always like evolving, and that's the type of love I want with the partner. Like
But
it
they're
could,
not together.
I know, but they still very close. Like I would
See?
respect a relationship like that where it's like you love each other and you understand that the relationship can change because not everything is meant to be a romantic relationship
Bro,
all the time.
you're speaking to me on, especially, you know, my situation right now. And I hella feel that. It's just like, you can't ever deny a connection and you can't ever deny love. But sometimes it's just like, you just not meant to be like with each other. I don't know what it is, and I don't know why the universe be doing that to people
Yeah,
and why it is
it
that
happened to
way.
me too.
I don't know why it's that way. Like, you connect somebody's on a deep level, really
Yep, and then it's just
understand,
bye.
but then it just don't work. And
But
it's
I
like,
think we're
how does
also
it not
young
work?
though,
And
and it's
that's
like we can connect with so many people like that, and that's
that's
what we have to understand. But just take the next
heavy on that.
connection.
Man, it's take the next that's what's so crazy about
That's
life.
all it
Like,
take. One more connection, and you'll be like,
1 year ago, I was saying the same thing about a different person. So it's like,
it really be like that every time. It feels like the end of the world, and then you just
you
go through it again.
man, I'm tired of it. But yeah, that's just life. And I don't know. It's beautiful, but it's a lot.
Just so you guys know, like everything I was saying about my phone, I was joking.
Next question.
Okay, what's the biggest lesson you learned this year?
um Biggest lesson I learned this year was acceptance. I feel like I was really put into spaces this year so far that forced me to really accept it for what it is, because I just feel the only way to get over something or to get through something is to accept. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the denial is what forever leaves people like messed up, and it's just like, accept it so you can learn how to live with it. And I really had to do that this year with situations, but really with myself. Like, I truly feel like never before have I like just really accepted myself and like been myself. Like, I don't care anymore at all about other people. Like, I really just be me. And it took me like accepting who I am fully, but also accepting how people see me. And like, I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like ever since we started the pod and like, you know, people hear my thoughts for real now. Like, I don't talk to people. So them listening to this, I'm sure they'd be like, oh, that's how she is. And just like really coming into, you know, I don't care about, I'll show it on Instagram. I feel like who I am. I'll post my spiritual rants. Like, I will do that. And I just feel like it just forced me to accept, like, that is who I am. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I want, and when I really accepted, like, my next steps with what I want to do with my life, like my career, it really made me accept who I am, because it's like, how do I turn my passion into my career? And
Mm-hmm.
how can I be fully myself every day for the rest of my life in my
Mm.
career? And so I
Okay.
just really had to accept, like, this is who I am. And if you don't like it, someone else will.
Mm-hmm.
And if the more that I am myself and accept me, the more that other people will do the same and like see that it's
Facts.
like genuine and like, you know, she really just herself. So like, that's just her, you know? And I
Exactly.
appreciate people who are like that. So I be trying to just, yeah. And just with situations, like, just been through like a lot this year, I feel like, and just had to just accept it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's no running from it. It's no being sad and mad over it. Like, move through the feelings and get on.
Yep, she is actually on God's Strongest Warriors list for 2023.
I was
So,
nominated.
go put your votes in and make sure we get her to the top this year. We want to get her that trophy. I nominated her.
I'm for sure leading the race right now, though.
Yeah, she's up there.
2023, man. Okay. What was your biggest takeaway from your last relationship, situationship, whatever? What was like the revelation, because I feel like they all just lessons in
Mm-hmm.
the end. They don't even mean none.
The revelation was that you can learn more from a person by letting go sometimes.
So,
Sometimes letting go is the lesson in itself.
amen to that.
And also, some people are mirrors and they just come into your life to reflect on your
Man,
deepest parts of yourself and tell you
man,
what you need to change.
man. I heard somebody say that recently.
It
Like,
was me.
no, it wasn't actually,
It
but
was me for sure. Because that's all I've been saying lately. But I don't know. I think it's always a learning journey still. Like, you could look back on a relationship and learn something new.
mm-hmm,
That's the nice thing about being out of it.
mm-hmm.
Reflection.
Nah, for real. It wasn't you who said it, but because they were talking and they was like, I just like feel like this person is the mirror of all the like things I'm trying to let go.
Oh yeah, I remember
And
you told
like
me
they're
that
like
story.
the negative mirror of me. And it's like I'm trying to grow, but I don't want to leave the friendship.
But I think that
And it's like,
there's a lot of mirrors
man.
in life, and it's like you're drawn to them because you like the things that you like about yourself, but it
Mm-hmm.
also shows you what you need to change. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes theirs is way more
Mm-hmm.
extreme.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say
Man.
what? It's windows. It's people that are meant to come into your life and
It's
show you what it could be. And then the door is someone that's actually meant to like build with you and stay in your life.
facts. That is a window, mirror, door, right? You said earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. For sure. I feel that
A
heavy.
lot of windows lately.
For real. And a lot of lessons. A lot of, I feel like it's been a lot of mirrors for me. Like showing me, like, dang, we so much alike, but we so different.
So different.
But why am I so drawn to people who are like me when I be like, I don't know. I've been thinking that lately. Like, I really like to vibe with people who are like me because it's easier. But
Mm-hmm.
why
Sometimes
not?
hard is better.
Yeah. And sometimes learning to vibe with somebody who's the complete opposite will teach you everything about yourself and
I
teach
think
you
that's
all the patience.
all. I feel like most good relationships would be like the
The opposite.
opposites.
Man, my parents,
Yep,
so alike, but
that's what I was
so
thinking.
different.
Very different.
Very different.
Like yin and yang type. No, yeah,
Yeah, to
yeah,
be
yin and
honest.
yang
But
type.
they work. But it's like it's beautiful because you gotta draw from like other things. If you with somebody who's just like you,
You
it's like how
can't
y'all
learn
gonna
after a
grow?
certain while.
Yeah, it's like how y'all even gonna grow?
You can't.
Right. We so much alike, I feel like we the
But
same
also
person.
different in ways.
Yes. But we be going through the same stuff, but it's like how we see things be differently. Like our
Yeah,
perspective is different.
yeah. And how we deal with it is different.
How we deal with it. And that's just like how we was raised, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's our only difference. I'm playing. But yeah, it'd be crazy.
But also
But
so similar. But
people are
that's
just
nice
learning
too.
tools.
It's nice to
Mm-hmm.
have someone that's similar to
Facts.
you.
Your turn, I think. Is it my turn? I think I just asked, what was your biggest takeaway?
Oh yeah, okay. What's a mask you worn?
A mask I've worn.
We asked this in my class. It was a good question.
I think. Mm,
It's a hard one.
I think it's gonna have to be. At first, I was like, in high school, but it's like when you finding yourself in high school. But I think that it'd be like in relationships. Yeah, it'd be like in relationships for me because I am like such an empath that when I really, really care about somebody like that, I'd be scared to say how I feel sometimes because I don't want to offend them and I don't want to hurt their feelings or make them feel like they are the reason I'm feeling this way. So then I'll wear like a mask and act like everything's okay when really
Mm,
on the inside I'd be like eating myself away, like not voicing what I got to say or like not just saying what it is because I'm scared of the reaction.
mm.
So yeah, I think it'd
That's
be like
real.
in relationships. Like I just be not wanting to project my problems sometimes, but it's like that's what they
Then
kind of
it
there
eats you
for
up.
to help. But yeah, the mask be trying to act like everything's okay when it's not because I don't want to be a burden to other not a burden, but
I know what you mean.
yeah.
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 Valid.
But I kind of stopped doing that because I got tired
Mm-hmm.
of eating myself alive.
Yeah. You got to at some point.
Gotta let go. And if they can't handle how you feel, then they just ain't the ones.
Period. There's millions of
Millions.
men in this world and women
Millions.
and all non-binary, everything. You can find something that works for you.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. We should have opened with that. Happy
Yeah.
Pride. Yep.
High key happy Pride.
Yep.
Okay. Does finishing college Oh, y'all. I meant to say this at the beginning, but Layla's about to graduate in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks from today. And that's crazy, from college, from the others of LA. Fours all the way down. But for that week, I'll put my fours up
My
for
fours
you.
are down right now too, because this is ridiculous.
But man, y'all, she about to be done with college, and that's crazy. So my question is, does finishing college like scare you? Like being in the world, like is that a scary thought to you, or do you feel more so relief?
It used to, and then like I swear, as soon as I stopped caring and like worrying so much about everything I'm gonna do after college, I just started getting so many opportunities. Like my fellowship this summer and um just different organizations that I've been put in contact with that I know I could work for if I wanted to. So
The
I would
minute you let
say
go is the minute you receive.
exactly like it doesn't scare me at all.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that, friend.
I also know I'm gonna have to go back to school, so I think the
True.
biggest thing right now is just self-care.
Man,
After I graduate, it's just gonna be self-care because I know I'm gonna be back in school.
word. That makes me happy. Right now, I ain't even close to being done, but I feel like that be scaring me. But what is there to be scared of? Everybody got to go through it. Everybody gonna get through it. Like, and it's nice because you know what you want to do. You found your purpose, so it's like you straight.
Exactly, and I'm glad I found it because like I can see like everyone has so much pressure around graduating and having to do something and having to find that
A
job.
job.
And I just like a lot of people are doing stuff that they don't actually want to do.
They
And
just want a job.
I'm not willing to do that. I'm not gonna do it. And I just see
Period.
older people that are like changing their careers at like 40 or 50 and they're like, I've been doing stuff I didn't want to do my whole life. And I'm like, I just know that can't be me right now. I don't
That
want to waste any time at all.
No, for real. I was at this workshop and these ladies were like, she was like about to turn 60 this summer. And she was like, I just now found like a job that I really love. And I was like,
I'm
God,
not doing that.
that's sad. You a senior citizen barely finding like your passion job. Like, damn. I'd
Exactly.
rather just thug it out and go through the trials and tribulations of having my own thing and work for
Hmm.
myself than be in corporate America.
One
I
thing about me,
refuse.
like, I barely want to work as it is. So if you think I'm going to do a job I don't want to do, you're crazy. Like, I literally can't do it. I physically won't do it. So it's just not happening.
Someone who doesn't barely want to work, man. I feel that.
I don't want to work at all. Like my dream is not labor. So I'm not doing a
Literally.
job I don't want to do.
Literally. Bro, I was thinking like, a huge goal of mine is to like, be the first millionaire in my family. Like I want to get to the bank because I want generational wealth. But it's like feeling like the only way to do that is to be a slave to the workforce. Like people who really got money, they really do put the work in. Like I'm gonna give it
Mm-hmm.
to them. Like they kill themselves over their work, and I just hope it's something that they love so that it's worth it. But I just feel like I just can't do that. Like
But some stuff is like, how can you love that? Like you love Amazon. That's your passion in life.
you love staying. I don't love like sleepless nights for work. No, I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying to rest. Like I'm trying to live a normal life at the end of the day. But being rich is not normal. It's not normal.
It's not, but it's
So
also like, is it worth it? You know, if you're
man,
working all the time, you can't even enjoy it.
is it
So
worth it?
I
Is
need to
really the
find my
question.
balance.
Not for
And
real.
I'm just, hopefully, you just win the lottery.
Man, hopefully I just marry someone rich. No, I'm kidding.
Nah,
I
but
ain't
the
depending on
lottery is the one.
nobody.
The lottery is the one.
The
Because,
lottery is
like,
the
I just feel like if we're doing good work for the community, That
God
should
will
just be the
reward
blessing.
us.
Like, we're not
Man.
barely making any money. Just give me the lottery.
Man, it's just like the route we want to go, like nonprofit vibes, is like you just gotta accept. Like I'm doing this. Like my payment partly is just the joy I get from it.
And if you're doing it the right way, like you really should not be making a lot of money with a nonprofit.
To be honest, if you're rich with a nonprofit, you're scamming.
Something's off.
You're scamming.
Something is off.
You're scamming. You're running it up.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Well,
all right. Well, that was all of my questions. Do you have
really?
more? Yeah.
I thought you had way more, but no, that was all of my questions. I was gonna ask you something funny though. Bonus round.
Okay, I'll ask you if I want to.
Okay. Why do you be acting all calm on the podcast but wild in real life?
Because I'm tired. I'm tired. This is my relaxed self. This is my relaxed
No, this is your relaxed stuff. I just ain't used to it.
It's because I be in here like, I don't know, just chilling. But honestly, I be crazy with you, but sometimes when I'm like on campus or with my other friends, I do be chill.
Why you be crazy with me though? Cause I'm chill.
That laugh. That's why.
Cause I be chill. No, I don't know. Maybe we just bring that out of each other.
I don't be crazy all the time. Sometimes I'll be chilling on your couch.
Yeah, you don't be crazy all the time. No. Okay, but what's your funny question?
When's the last time you had Funyuns?
Never. I never ate a Funyun in my life. I ain't never gonna eat no Funyuns.
Is it true that you had a can of Bush's beans in the movie theater?
Bye, bro. So that concludes our interviewing each other. I hope y'all liked it because that was funny for me. That was fun. And we just gotta take this little break from the pod because Miss Girl gonna be gone across the world and we just gotta lock in. And we are coming with something big for the fall. Transformation for real. So we got to prepare for that, prepare y'all for that. And the pod will obviously resume in August when we get back from Jamaica. Yeah. But thank y'all so much, honestly, for the support for the last, since we started and being engaged and witnessing the growth.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
All right, y'all. Thank you. Bye.